You guys have probably all experienced this lately, if especially you're talking to younger women off of the dating apps or various other mechanisms that you might have met them. Maybe you met them at the bar, maybe you met them at the club, maybe you met them at the beach. Maybe they know you have money, maybe they don't. But I've had this happen several times, and this actually happened to me a couple days ago. Basically, a chick that I was communicating with for a couple weeks, then she wanted me to just randomly send her money through Venmo. Now, why would I do that? And the answer is I wouldn't. I can just randomly send some chick money through Cash App, Venmo, or what have you. I'm not going to sign up for a stupid OnlyFans account. I don't care. That doesn't make any sense to me. But there are a lot of eSimps out there, guys, and this is the rise and rise of the eSimps. Now, you have to imagine, a lot of guys are losing traction with women. The dating scene is very, very precarious out there, as we all know. So these guys' only play is to just send these chicks money through Venmo, Cash App, whatever. Sign up for their stupid OnlyFans account. Those chicks don't care about you. They don't care about you. You're never going to meet them. So again, guys have lost so much traction that they feel like, well, that's their only way back in the game to get her attention, to send her money. And it's really unfortunate. Can you imagine 50 years ago, 100 years ago? Obviously, they didn't have that ability to just send the money like that. I mean, I guess you could say a wire existed, but this is a newer phenomenon. Even just mainly kind of in the last 5 years, to be honest with you. And I can't tell you the amount of times where I've dealt with these women where, you're talking to them for a while and then they're bringing up their premium Snapchat. It could be OnlyFans, or they just want straight out just have you send money. One chick that I hung out with, I only hung out with her once. And then there had been a month since we really communicated. We're connected on Instagram, but it basically been a month. And then suddenly she pops up, hey, with 3 Ys. How many Ys? So she had 3 Ys there. And, I said, hey, what's up? What's going on? And then she was like, hey, can you send me some money? My phone broke and I need to get it fixed. Now, keep in mind, this chick said that she had a dad that was rich and was paying for her apartment, which was like $2,000 a month, for kind of this studio, kind of like a studio apartment. So she's saying her dad has like major bags, and then she had a bunch of handbags in her apartment, probably 40, 50 handbags, maybe, 30 at least, but 40 probably. And instead of selling one of those, she's just wanting, and she said borrow. She didn't say for me to give it to her, but I just thought it was odd. It was like, how am I the first person that she's going to go to? Now somebody say, well, you got that car, it's sending the wrong message. You got a 600 horsepower car, you're sending the wrong message. But some of these women don't even know about that car. The girl that asked me for money on Venmo, that just wanted me to send her Venmo, that I'd talked to for 2 weeks, and it'd been like normal conversation, she didn't know about that car. A lot of times I don't let girls know about the car until after the fact. This is just a new phenomenon, and people of the older generations don't realize how much these women are selling themselves. They're whoring themselves out, and they're spending all their time just trying to get guys to just send them money. Just, again, Cash App, Venmo, whatever. But if you guys saw the recent scandal with the University of Wisconsin volleyball team, the girls that were taking kind of nude pictures in the locker room and stuff like that, and it got out, and you're thinking, well, you would have thought they would have had a little bit more sense than that, than to get this picture leaked out and stuff. But some of these girls are on stuff like Seeking Arrangement, looking for sugar daddies. And, you're kind of thinking, well, why wouldn't girls that are on the volleyball team, why wouldn't they date a guy, on the football team, on the baseball team, on the basketball team, track and field athletes, so on and so forth? A lot of times that doesn't actually happen as much as you'd think it would be. And then these girls are just always single, always single, always single. and think that they deserve kind of highest tier guy, whether that be a celebrity, whether that be some guy that's in the MLB, NBA, NFL. And you'll see these beautiful women, maybe 22, 23, and you're thinking, how could they have been on a campus that had 40,000 students and they never found any guy that they could, you know, kind of build something, you know, a little bit more long-term with, in their best years, while they're walking around on campus with a leather jacket, they're in the scene, all this, so on and so forth. It actually doesn't happen as much as you think it does. And a lot of these chicks are just kind of going out there feeling that they deserve more, they deserve more, they deserve more. And that's where the story kind of falls through a lot of times in my mind, to where I don't feel as sorry for them, because obviously it is, you know, literally 100 times easier for a woman to get a date or to have sex with a man than it is for a man to go out there and, you know, whatever, get a date. You have to work, you have to cast such a large net now. It's just absurd. You have all these people ghosting you, people just asking you just outright for money and all this. And so whose fault, I guess, originally is it? And obviously we do have this eSimp problem, so there are a lot of guys that are just sending money, and these OnlyFans accounts kind of got blown up during the pandemic. But my whole theory on that is actually that it was kids, like let's say like a kid that was 15, 16 years old and got his parents' credit card to like pay for his Xbox Live or, you know, whatever, some kind of account. And so that's actually what it was. And a lot of these subscriptions were actually just kids that were, you know, they got horny or something, and then they like subscribed to this when they weren't supposed to. I honestly think that's a large portion of why those OnlyFans accounts got kind of pumped up the way they did. Some of it could have been a promotional thing, and you know, there could have been various reasons for it. But that being said, there are simps out there in real life that are grown men that aren't able to really kind of get anything, and so it all ends up being a pay for play scenario, unfortunately for them. And they feel like that's the only traction they can gain, so they are willing to maybe send a girl $200 or $300 through Cash App or Venmo. And it really clouds the market, because it's like these girls can't then distinguish who a high value man really is. And then you're thinking, if they're going to spend all their time just trying to, like, you know, get 100, get 200 bucks, get 300 bucks, instead of actually being with a legitimate dude and building a real-time relationship, it's like I say, instead of looking for husbands, they're looking for multiple sugar daddies. Very weird scenario. And the odd thing is, a lot of these girls just end up with some dude of inferior genetics and some just little, you know, just little quasi bad boy type character, when they could have just focused on actually being with a legit dude. Very perplexing. But again, we have this army of simps, tells them they can do this, they're desensitized. Once they've done this, they really can't go back. They're damaged, completely damaged goods. So leave a comment below. Tell me situations where girls have just suddenly popped up wanting you to subscribe to their premium Snapchat, their OnlyFans, or just wanting you to outright send them money through Venmo or Cash App. Anyway guys, like the video, subscribe. See you guys later.